Well, good morning, everybody. Oh, uh, I think I've changed my mind. I did sleep in. I got up at like 7. It's 8 o'clock, about 8 o'clock now. But I was gonna stay here another day because it's absolutely gorgeous. But I don't really have anything to do here. I don't want to just relax near the river with a stream, whatever you want to call it, small, with the flies. I think I'd rather get back to a nice foresty environment, and I'm really craving a real shower. I haven't had one in days. So I'm thinking maybe we drive for a few hours, get a shower. Actually, probably more in a few hours, but get a shower, and then we drive to a forest where we're in the trees, not out in the valley. I could look around here for another spot, but I think that would involve going quite a little further. Don't want to do it. But hey, you know what? I think I want to get back to the forest. So we're just gonna head out. The bugs here during the day drive me nuts, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just itching. I don't know. I don't know what it is. All right, today's gonna be a wonderful, beautiful day, no matter what we do, because we're living the life we want to live, the way we want to live it. And we can move if we want to. We can stay put if we want to. That's the great choice in this life. I can do whatever I want, and it's so freeing. It's chilly in here this morning, like 50 degrees. But I guess if I shut the windows, probably help. But I like it cold, so I'm not complaining at all. I am curious what it would be if I have had everything locked up, the temperature difference from outside to here. I mean, we're anyways 20 degrees warmer probably than it was outside this morning. I'm sure it got below freezing at some point, as it did the night before, I'm sure. So, all right, let's get up, get the van ready, and get the heck out of here. So you can see that peak there, guys, and then see how it gets like you can't see anything. Maybe barely see the mountains. That's all smoke. So yeah, it's probably definitely a good idea we get out of here. That smoke's coming down. I've only driven a mile, and we're getting to the point that you can't see anything in that direction. It's okay. Off we go. All right. So I went to the hardware store. I got a screw to fix the ceiling fan lid lift motor. I don't know whatever you want to call it. But I stripped it out a little bit yesterday and it actually fell out today. So I got one just a little bit bigger. I may try to put an adhesive in there and put the old one back in first. I'm not sure. But we're going to go to Planet Fitness, get a shower. Not sure if we're going to make it all the way back today to the Northwest, to my destination, anyways. It's like 400 more miles, I think. Close to that, 350. So I can't remember. But it's already 1 o'clock. So I don't know. There's really nowhere to camp between here and there. So we may just have to. But we'll see. We'll see where we get to tonight. Okay, so I bought a new dash mount because my other one broke. I ordered a new tripod because my one broke after like 3 days of using it. They just don't make anything worth anything anymore. You know what I mean? Everything just breaks as soon as you get it. All right, so that shower was much needed. Um, yeah, I had a corn dog from Albertsons, 2 bites throughout. So I don't know. I might try to find something for lunch. So we got like 355 miles to go, or 300, something like that. So, all right. Well, I don't know what we're gonna do today. Really nothing. There's nothing on the way to see. Let's go find us. We gotta get going. It's almost 2 o'clock. Okay, I'm gonna gain. I gain an hour though today. That helps. So like 5, 6, maybe like 7 o'clock by the time we get there. Okay, let's go. Okay, guys, not too far to go. Man, for like the last 15 miles, though, they're getting ready to repave the highway. So they had stripped the asphalt down, but it was just loose gravel. Every time you passed a car passed you, or definitely a semi, oh, I thought this windshield was just going to shatter. Horrible. But okay, we got to go to the bank, deposit our emergency funds. We don't want to have cash on hand anymore. Maybe go check the mail. I haven't checked the mail 9+ weeks. Then we're going to go find a forest. Go hide out in for a couple days. And then try to get a job. We're going to look while we're in the forest. But we may have to go and say, please hire me. All right. Very long today. I mean, we're going on 11 hours to do like 550 miles. I don't know exactly what I had to do today. Very long. Very slow progress. But this new windshield, it's windshield or dash mount. I got it on the dash. It seems to be working okay. A little beefier than the other piece of garbage that broke this morning. Okay, every time I come past you, the guys camp behind that pile of gravel. Kind of funny. I mean, it doesn't look like a good spot. Huh. All right, well, let's go to town. So we're heading into the forest now. This is a beautiful place to camp. There are a lot of spots. Hopefully, one of my favorite spots is open, but they're not. But that's alright. We find a good spot. We're going to stay here tonight. And that's what the whole plan is. Don't plan to stay here very long. But this is a beautiful forest to be in. So, we're finding a spot. Looking around, most of them are all taken, or the ones I don't like are open. So, we're going to find one. And here we go. We're going to find a spot right now. Well, everybody, we got lucky. The picture I just showed, the top of my head, that cut all the way across. That's from the wardrobe. I've hit my head on that so many times. I just hit it again, and I mean, I can't believe it wasn't bleeding again. When I when I go to do something behind the refrigerator or around the diesel heater, I just completely forget it's up there. I got to put some foam on it or something until I get used to it. I ain't gonna have a head left. Man, I just cracked it again and good. That you just see that last one, man. I really got it. But yeah, the spots I was really hoping for, because I've been here, several. I've been here before. Both were taken. My next spot was taken, but there were several left. I stayed here once before for just like 2 nights. Long time, while back, long time ago, whatever, I don't remember. But this spot here, which isn't a bad spot either, I get solar for about 4 or 5 hours, maybe a little longer now. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm surprised because I think what a lot of people do is what I did the first time I came here. I read the instruction, the thing on iOverlander, and tells you of a big parking area. And then there was a road that I took, but it really there's only like 2 spots on it, and it went to an area where I didn't feel comfortable because it was still like February, March, whenever I got here the first time. So I just stayed in the place for a while before I moved up to another place. Well, then the next time I came here, I just went exploring, and I'm like, wow, look at all these spots. But you never, I would have known if I had not gone exploring because it sounds like that's where you go, and there's a bunch of rigs there. I mean, there must have been at least a dozen right there. So that's really why I thought I come up here. There's gonna be nothing. But the first spot was available. The third spot was available. I can't remember if the one over there was available or not. I always forget about that one. Not a bad spot. You get a lot more sun there. Maybe I'll check that out tomorrow if it's not taken. Um, but then the ones were past this spot, there were I know at least one or two were open. I didn't go any further than that because I didn't want to be anywhere past that. There was a spot there I would have liked to have tried for one time, but a guy was already camped there as well. But yeah, there's a lot of spots out here still. I don't understand. Somebody said there's like 200 spots here. I don't know where they're going from. There's another road that I started going down once before, but I never found a spot on it. So I just turned around. Maybe that way there's a bunch of spots. I don't know. But we got lucky. I'll show you guys around tomorrow. Man, that was a rough drive going through Nebraska and Wyoming, which it always is. It was windy as heck. And man, this thing's a sail. You really got to fight it. And then today was really windy. And it was really shoving me all over the place. And then it just took forever to get anywhere today. I'm glad to be here in the woods. 85 with like 16% humidity. Fine. I think it gets down to like 55 tonight. Perfect. Leave the fan running all night. Bring that cool air in. Really, really dusty here. It's really dry. I figured they were going to have no campfires, and I'm correct. They big sign, no campfires. I mean, I showed you a picture on the drive of that fire just north of where I was when I was driving. That was in Oregon. But yeah, it's already cooling down. The van was 85 and back. I don't know what really the temperature is. Let's take, well, that's getting engine temp still. Doors open, 84. When I got here, it was 86. It's probably what the back of the van was. I'll tell you, those curtains I put up, I mean, they're not 100% blackout. I showed it in a past video with all my lights on. You can see a glow. With just like one or two lights on, nothing. Um, when the sun's fully out, if I close everything off, I can see light through the curtain. I put up one window shade on the driver's side and the front window shade today just because for blocking heat out. But man, I didn't have any in the front one night. Yeah, not sure what night it was. But man, I opened up that curtain and it was hot in the cab. I couldn't feel anything behind it. But so that curtain really is going to work good. I mean, when it's cold, I'll definitely have all the window coverings in. Or if I don't want to have a fan or window open, I'll definitely have all of them in just for insulation. But between those and the curtain, it's really going to change the back of that van when it's hot or when the sun's beating down or when it gets cold. Because I can really tell the difference on each side of that curtain. But we're not going to drive anywhere tomorrow. Well, we may drive to a different spot, but we're not going to go into out of town. I got my emergency money out of my van into my bank. Picked up my mail. I think I got my title for this. I haven't opened it yet, but it's from the Department of Motor Vehicles, so pretty sure I did. Um, I got enough food, everything I need. I think I'm going to finish maybe some more of that steak tonight. I'll end up getting, what, 2 meals, 4 meals. I'll get 5 or 6 meals off that steak. So even though I'm, pressed for cash, $15, and then the red pepper was 2, I think. So like $17, and I'll have 6 meals, $3 a meal. Can't eat at Burger or McDonald's for that cheap. I don't eat much, like I said. But yeah, I may make some more fajitas tonight. And then maybe tomorrow we'll do another cooking. Got a recipe I want to make, Asian inspired. So that'd be kind of cool. Maybe have another nice cooked meal, and then that'll be like 3 more meals or more. Tomorrow, no steak for breakfast. I bought blueberries so I can have cereal with blueberries, and then the dried strawberries that come in it. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful night, though. Like I said, it's really starting to cool off. I can feel it dropping. So I'm trying to think of a story. People keep telling me they like my stories. I don't know. I don't know if I've told this story. This was kind of funny. So, the Pacific Crest Trail, the last point to get out is, like 30 miles from the finish. And in 2021, obviously, I wasn't going into Canada. There's another way to go that way, and then you can fly out or take a bus, I believe. Either way. But so you hike the last 30 miles, you tap the border, you see the monument, whatever. And then you have to walk 30 miles back to get off the trail, which is a beautiful hike. So it's like, you don't mind. So I get off, go into the little town there, or Winthrop. I think it's Winthrop. And my friends messaged me. And I said, well, I'm coming, actually I was heading into town when they messaged me. They said, oh, and I said, yeah, I already tagged the border. I'm heading into Winthrop today. They said, oh, we're heading out tonight. And I said, oh man, you don't want to do that. There's like a blizzard warning for up here over the next few days. They said if you weren't up here by like today, you really shouldn't come. They said, oh, we got mountaineering experience, and they do. They're guides, and they guide for mountaineering and everything. Well, I came into town, and um, I cleaned and got pizza and whatnot, and my friends messaged me, and they're like, well, we're gonna go up. We think we're gonna be okay. So they got a ride up there, and there was somebody who went to trail every day to help help people. I didn't see them, um, but almost every day, I guess the guy goes up, gives people rides, whatever. And he was going up to tell people, do not, there's they were like they were expecting like I don't like 30 inches of snow or something like that, just a real big snow deal. And so it ends up they saw the gentleman, and he said, look, you guys can stay at my house because it's you guys do not want to attempt this with this snow coming. So they ended up having to stay like 5 days at this guy's house because the snow was so bad. But they were like, yeah, good thing we didn't go. You were right. We should have listened. Luckily, they got a free place to stay for 5 nights because little towns like that are expensive. And in 2021, or I'm sorry, 2020. Yeah, 2020. 2021, I was on the Appalachian Trail. But 2020 with COVID, man, places were really jacking their rates. You think they would have dumped them because to get more people to try to stay at their hotels. A lot of places couldn't even stay at hotels unless you signed your homeless waiver. California, that's how it was. Couldn't stay at a hotel unless uh, the cleaning crew and the maintenance guy were running it without the owners knowing. That was funny. I think I told that story. But yeah, man, it's going to be a beautiful day here today and night, tomorrow. And the good thing here is the bugs. There really aren't any bugs. I don't even think the mosquitoes ever bothered me here. Maybe a couple, but definitely no flies. Man, at least the flies in the sawtooth there were dumb. You can just can kill them. And the ones in Kentucky were smart. They'd all over you, grab the fly swatter, and then they disappear for 5 seconds. Put the fly swatter down, then they'd be all over you again. There were 5 types of flies in the sawtooth, and a couple of them were biting. Man, they were bad. But that was beautiful, wasn't it? Man, if I get a chance, I'll definitely go there again. That was beautiful. Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of really beautiful places in my travels. The Kern River there where I stayed for 2 weeks. Man, that's just gorgeous. Love staying down there. I love staying in the desert until it gets too hot. It's cool. It's different. I mean, obviously, I love the forests and the mountains. That's my favorite. Man, I miss the Hickory and his family. Texted him today. They texted me back. He said they all miss me too. They're great people. Great people. So I put the new screw up in the ceiling fan. I just got one bigger. Really got a little more aggressive thread on it too. And it screwed right in, so no worries there. Like I said, I just stripped it out the other one yesterday, trying to fix it. So that's all fixed now. Spice rack's all fixed. Dash mount's fixed. We got a new one. Tripod's still broken. It's fun. I can use it. I got to be careful with it. But funny thing is, in Kentucky, because it was actually going to send the new tripod, and I get some USB plugs that I'm going to wire in here. Probably just one of them. They come in a 2-pack, but I want to wire one right at the bench um, for nighttime. I have a 10-foot cord that I take to the Blue Eddy, which is fine, but um, my other USB for like my earpiece and a couple other things I have from the Blue Eddy won't reach up here, up to the bed. And I don't want to use the cigarette lighter in the front. I could use a cigarette lighter off the 12-volt van system, but if the fridge is on that, then I just want a hardwire one. So I ordered a set of those. And it was originally, I deleted the Kentucky address, went to try to check out, and it was going to ship it there anyway. So I had to cancel the order, actually delete the address completely out of my account, and then send it here. But to Kentucky, which is, I was, way outside of town by like 30 miles, 25 miles, on a farm. It'd be there in 2 days. Here, to a large city, quite a bit bigger than the city I was outside of, 7 days. It's like, what the heck, guys? And Amazon is out of the Northwest. You think they could get it a little quicker to a bigger city? I don't know. It's funny though. I was in Palm Springs. Stuff came even the same day. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't believe it. I ordered something at like, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the morning, and it said delivering by 5 p.m. tonight. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. It's a mistake. And I'm out, running around, whatnot. I get an email. Your package has been delivered. Wow. Now, there was an Amazon fulfillment center right in Palm Springs. So, I mean, obviously the reason. But, all right. So I think that's probably enough of me rambling, eh? Got bored. But hey, man, it was a great, great experience to build this van out. Y'all gave me every bit of gruff. I tell you, I'm doing everything wrong. Don't do this. Don't do that. But even some of the people that hated my thoughts told me, nice build when I was done. So I appreciated that. It's, other than hitting my head so many times on the wardrobe, um, I'm really, really happy with it. And it's holding together really well. I mean, obviously the lifting mechanism on the fan broke. I think that was broken probably from the get-go because it never really opened really smooth. It kind of went. And now that I've put that hose clamp around it, it's straight out. It's real nice and smooth. So I think that was probably just a manufacturer defect right off the bat. Hopefully, I know one of my subscribers said they bought the same fan. Hopefully, they don't have an issue. But if you do, it's an easy fix. I think it was a 2.5-inch hose clamp I had to use. Maybe even a 2. Can't remember. But if it happens to you, just take the plate and the motor, or the elevator motor, I guess, I don't know what you call it. Take that right down. You can let it hang. 2 screws to take the little lift assembly out. Take it out from the lid. Smack it together. Put a hose clamp around it. Just do it right off the bat. Smack it together. Put a hose clamp. Oblong it out. Tighten it really, really tight. As long as it's tight on the ends, you won't have any problem. The adjustment nut, bolt, whatever you want to call it, worm gear for the hose clamp, as long as you have it on the to the outside of the fan from the drive, and don't have it right. I think you can even have it all the way up to the front, but if it's in the middle of the bracket, it won't. It's plenty of room, nothing to get around it. Now that I've figured out how to fix it, for you, it'll be a 5-10 minute fix at the most. It really is easy. I took it apart like 3 times before I just put a hose clamp on it. If I had done that right off the bat, I'd have been done in 5 minutes. So hopefully that helps anybody out that has one of those Outprize fans. And you know what? I'm sure most of the fans have basically the exact same lifting assembly. I mean, you look at the Max Air fan, I see the same little elevator drive motor, looks anyways. So they're probably all the exact same. The Chinese just they take what we have, American made, built. I don't even know if Max Air fans are American made. I'm not sure, but they'll find something expensive and they'll make the exact same thing cheaper. They have 10-year-old child labor and everything else going on over there, and then they have cheap manufacturing and cheap goods, so they build it cheaper. But it's the same stuff, it really is. I mean, mine has all the functions of the Max Air fan, except for the big cowling. And I could buy that for $35 if I wanted to. I don't plan to. But it's rain sensing, remote control, 10 speeds in and out. Same thing that the Max Air fan is. And that thing blows. Let me tell you, it blows a lot of wind. So if we have any beautiful stars tonight, I'll take a photo or video of them. It's clear. I really wish we could have seen last night. I bet that would have been a beautiful Milky Way photo. But it just couldn't see a thing when it got real good and dark. Well, oh man, I guess we're going to cut this short, or I'm not long. I've been talking forever, eh? All right, well, tomorrow's going to be a day. One other thing I want to say. I think what I'm going to do now that we are just going to be fully living in the van, we're going to be trying to find a job. We are just going to go van life day, and we are going to start day 1 tomorrow. Something really exciting happens, I'll pop it in there. But I'm just going to van life day whatever. That way it's easier for you guys to know where you are, where you were. I know sometimes when I look, I'm putting the videos out, I can't figure out which videos from what day and where it is, and I got to figure out. It just gets a pain. So okay, never know if you're going to see something else tonight, but for now, thank you for watching, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. All those good things helps channel. And as always, you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And we'll see you tomorrow on Jelly Bean Outdoors. Van Life Day 1 tomorrow.